Peace and love, family. So, Amari Asad with a quick little video about selfish relationships. Why I bring it to your attention? Because some of us are being selfish. It's all about me, what I want, what I would take, my standards, high level, and yada, 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 all that, right? And then don't get it twisted. What you want and what you need are two different things. But what you asking for and everything like that, I'm not knocking you, right? But you ever thought about it like this? If someone's to give you what you wanted, but they was unhappy, how would you feel? If someone's to give you what you wanted with no questions asked, just do it, right? But they was unhappy in doing it, how would you feel? We don't ever think about that. And as I'm going and understanding relationships and stuff like that and trying to coach people and everything like that, I'm realizing that we are selfish, right? My way, no way, right? What I want, bump it. I find somebody else to do it. I find somebody. It's always I find somebody gonna come along and do it. Who to say they come along and be happy to do it though? They could come along and they knowing that you want these things or you done told these things. Now they like, well, shit. They're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right? Right? And we put this hierarchy type of measurement in saying, well, if he ain't or if he don't do that, he ain't a real one. If she don't do this, she ain't a real one, right? We want balance, but I don't see balance, right? We got this stipulation, this type of timing, this type of way of doing things, yeah, this way of doing things, whatever, boom. But we never see on both sides of, are you capable of doing it and how you feel when you do this, right? So many people will say, what? I want intimacy, right? I want affection, right? Or I want love. Show me that you appreciate me. But if it does not look the way you want it, then you will throw it away. That's selfish. You don't love me the way I want you to love me. But this is how you told me to do it. But that ain't the way I want it. Got to do a little bit different, right? And then we say we don't want to teach nobody. They supposed to just come as is, pre-packaged, right? But how is that so? You a different breed, different person. You not my ex. You a whole different person, right? So I gotta figure it out, or I gotta guess, or I gotta assume, or you gonna teach me. I still don't get it just right how you like it, but it's timing. Have grace, right? And this is where it comes into being real selfish, because if it does not add up in the timing manner that you want it, fuck them. I find somebody who gonna reciprocate what I want. Reciprocity. Oh my God. Yada, yada, yada. Stay the fuck single. For real. Like, because this is what we get in return. People is damaged by your selfishness, whatever. I heard about a couple that she divorced him because he didn't make enough money. And so that hurted him, his pride, his everything, because in his mind he was trying to do for this marriage, whatever, boom. And then turn around, get back on his feet, did everything, whatever, boom. So his next relationship, what he doing? You don't gotta do nothing. You gotta do this. And this is the opposite what the world wanted. She's like, I don't want your money. I don't care. I need you to be present. I need you to be here. Right? So we go out here trying to be this heroic person, but in actuality, that's not what I wanted. Now, she's unhappy because you try to fill the void with the other woman wanted. And vice versa. So many women go out here saying what a guy said, you want doing this, you want throwing it back, you want doing this, da-da-da. So now, here come the next guy, you doing all these cartwheels and all this stuff to do, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's simple, right? It's simple. And then we try to make excuses or mask it up and dress it up and saying this is part of my character. That's not who you were before this damage. Sometimes I look at it, our damage is causing the reason why we are selfish, Two, I feel like we are selfish due to what our upbringing was and what was taught to us and what we surround ourselves and listen to and heard and seen, right? And then another selfishness is that we feel like it's all about us. Now, I don't know if you was the only child or, you had to share things, whatever. Boom, it plays a big role how your mom and daddy deal with you. But this attitude or what society have taught our women and men that if they don't do this, then they're wrong. You find somebody that's going to do it for you. But what about the other person? What about what they like, right? If they like doing it for you, right? Yes, we're going to take something for the team, but in pleasing you, I'm unhappy because I don't really care for it, or it takes a lot of me to do this. But we don't ever look at it like that, right? Family, I bring it to your attention because we have these selfish attitude and we have a selfish relationship. Yeah, you got the man. Yeah, you got the woman. But how long they gonna last? How long they gonna last? We love to show off what we got and this, whatever. Boom. In the background, he moping and weeping. Background, he posting you and say, hey, man, date night, whatever, with babe, whatever, boom. And she like, yeah, You don't care, right? We don't care. Same way when it comes to the person showing you what they like, how they communicate when it comes to the phone conversation. They big at texting and not phone conversation. But instead, because you want phone conversation, so folk what they like and what they good at. Selfish, right? We want what we want it and how we want it. No ifs and gives about it, right? So family, when we talk about this list of selfish reasons, I got it from thebustle.com, and it talks about it's your way or the highway. You don't listen to your partner's opinion. You don't take accountability. You're an expert. You expect your partner to change. You always put your needs before your partner. You need to be in control all the time. You rarely happy for your partner, right? Moving forward, it says you don't try as much in a relationship. You take your partner for granted. You always take but never give, right? You're not compassionate to your partner and you act impulsive, right? So just hearing those, how many of us have done that? How many of us is out of the 13 to 12? How many of us right now have done that, right? How many of us are feeling that from their mate, from their partner? It's people feeling like that and they in a relationship with you. They getting to know you and this is how they feel, right? Your social media plays a big picture because what happens is we looking at it, we like, whoa, that's how you really feel. That's how you really think, right? You're not a man if you don't do this. You're not a man if you can't provide this. You're a man if you don't step in and do this, blah, blah, blah. You're not a woman if you don't do this. You're not a woman if you can't give me this, right? We got to come out and look at self because we are selfish. And the thing, let's put it on the table too. Let's bring in the kids. Let's bring in the kids. What are you teaching them? They're watching an example. And these are the kids that I'm teaching or deaning in the schools with their same type of mentality of saying, teach, coach, Amari, yeah, it is what it is. I know what I want and that's what I want. And I ain't taking nothing less. That's the mindset, right? Even when they get in trouble, they don't want to take accountability. They knew they threw something. They knew they started something. And what happens is we don't want to take that, right? And we go out here in the relationships and say, well, I did all that. I deserve this. I'm entitled. You don't deserve or entitled to anything what you give yourself. That's it. We want the world to work like that, right? Because we do so much, we have said so much, we gave so much, we come with a whole package. I get it, right? But let someone want to give it to you because they want to give it to you, not because you ordered them. Right? That's selfish. If you're going to do for Amari, I want you to do it because you feel like you should do it. I want you to do it because I basically made you want to show your ass in a good way. Like, man, I want to let him know I appreciate him, right? you're not coming in the door like, man, I got to make sure I do this because, Mari ain't going to take up with me this long because I ain't doing this. Right? I'm vegan. I date women that's not vegan. You know what I'm saying? But I don't make them feel like they got to change their eating habits to date me or they got to eat. Only rule I got, you can't cook your chicken, your steak in my house. That's all. Just the smell. It's a little harsh. That's all. Bring your shit with you. That's all. But at the end of the day, I make it happen, right? But I'm not going to tell you that you got to be a certain way. I date women that don't fucking read. I read. You know what I'm saying? But again, I can't make them fault them and say, well, you don't read. You're not into books. Oh, my God. How this going to work out? Oh. You want me to shed light on some things where we have a conversation? I said, well, this is what a book I got it from. You interested in reading? You can read it, audio, whatever the case would be. And just build that, capacity too. And understanding sometimes they want to read. It's just they haven't found something they like to read that gets their interest and attention, right? Right? But here I am. If I was having this selfish attitude, this selfish mindset, how would I get the mate that I want if I have this selfish attitude? We are being selfish in our relationships, and it shows. What you expect for people to do and be if they can't be happy when they're being with you without being like it's walking on eggshells. It's all about me. It's all about what I want. Have you ever thought about the person that's giving it to you and how they feel when they give it to you? Ask them. Bring it to the table and say, hey, when the things I'm asking for, is it too much? And in doing those things that I'm asking, how do you feel when you do it? You'd be surprised at the answer. If you're truly transparent, you'd be surprised what the answer is. And then if somebody, agrees, say, oh, no, ain't no problem, whatever. Okay, but watch their behavior. Watch their behavior. Do they huff and puff? Do they take long to come do it? Whatever, They got some backlip behind it. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Is it always, is they doing it when they do it, or is it only doing it when you tell them to do it? Pay attention to behavior. I'm only bringing it to your attention because our family, we got to stop thinking about us. Think about yourself before you get into a relationship. That's how they work. Because if you're worried about yourself, that's the time to do that in. But you can't be thinking about self when you're in the relationship because it's both of y'all. So now you got to think about you and them, not just you. It's a shared, joint type of teamwork. There's no I in team, right? The relationship, the same energy, same vibration. If we match the energy, then match. Hey, I want for the same capacity of thinking for both of us, of thinking how you will feel when you're doing this for me. Right? Everybody love to say, I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking for too much. I don't want that much at all. I get it. You're right. It might not be a lot. It might be a lot for your partner, though. You ever thought about that? It may be a lot for your partner, but we do not give a fuck because we want what we want and how we want it right then and there. Right? And if they can't do it, I'm going to find somebody else to do it. Somebody going to come along and get it, make it happen. That's fucked up. But we don't think we fucked up, right? We think we got everything, all that in the bag of chips. Then when somebody call your card, why the fuck are you by yourself again? And then we make up an excuse. He wasn't real. He wasn't ready. Or she ain't ready for a real boss like me. She couldn't handle it. Handle what? You being selfish? One-sided? Me? You're going to lose yourself along losing someone else with you because you're not thinking for both people. It's all about you. What about them? That attitude, we have to change it, ladies and gentlemen. We all catch ourselves in the kinky jar getting more than one, but let's get two for one for me and one for you. That mindset, that ideology will helps us a little. That shows compassion. That shows appreciation. It's nothing wrong with wanting what you want, but wanting what you want, make sure your mate is okay, feels comfortable and happy in doing what you want. That's all I'm saying. Before we bark all these demands and ideas and all that. Ask the person, is they comfortable, happy, and doing what they do it for them? Is they grunting, they moaning, and huffing and puffing and all that, whatever, they delay? No. Not because they jumping hot master, no, I don't want no slave, kissing ass type motherfucker. I want you to really enjoy doing what I'm asking, and vice versa. I'm enjoying what I do for you. Family, I love you. Let's work on us, work on working together so we can have an understanding for completion of the task of what we came to do, which is show each other's love, show companionship. Let's be considerate, not be selfish when we're doing this so-called relationship. Peace and love, family. It's your boy, Amari Asad.